Penguin Random House Audio presents Troublemaker, Surviving Hollywood and Scientology. This is the author, Leah Remini. Let me start with this. I'm an apostate. I have lied, I have cheated, I have done things in my life that I am not proud of, including but not limited to falling in love with a married man 19 years ago, being selfish and self-centered, fighting with virtually everyone I've ever known via hateful emails, texts, and spoken words, physically threatening people, from parking ticket meter maids to parents who hit their kids in public, not showing up at funerals of people I loved because I don't deal well with death, being on occasion a horrible daughter, mother, sister, aunt, stepmother, wife. This list goes on and on. The same goes for every single person in my family. My husband, also a serial cheater, sold drugs when he was young. My mother was a self-admitted slut in her younger days. We're talking the 1960s, before she got married. My dad sold cocaine and committed various other crimes and then served time at Rikers Island. Why am I revealing all this? Because after the Church of Scientology gets hold of this book, it may well spend an obscene amount of money running ads, creating websites, and trotting out celebrities to make public statements that their religious beliefs are being attacked, all in an attempt to discredit me by disparaging my reputation and that of anyone close to me. So let me save them some money. There is no shortage of people who would be willing to say, Leah can be an asshole. My own mother can attest to that. And if I am all these things the church may claim, then isn't it also accurate to say that in the end, 30-plus years of dedication, millions of dollars spent, and countless hours of study and training didn't really fix me? Perhaps Scientology doesn't work? Since I left the Church of Scientology in 2013, I am often asked the question, how does someone like you get involved with an organization like Scientology? Or, some people may phrase it more like, how the fuck did you get into some crazy shit like this? Describing Scientology is no easy undertaking for anyone. There are plenty of people, many of whom are smarter than I am and have more formal education, who have worked to define and examine the church and the sway it holds over its members. This book, written from my heart and based on personal knowledge, is my attempt to portray my experience within Scientology and the repercussions I endured as a result. So while I may not be able to say in a few brief sentences why I became involved in Scientology and remained a member for decades, I can tell you that whether you were raised in the organization or came to it after falling out with your own religion, traditions, or family, the central tenet of Scientology, as stated by its founder, L. Ron Hubbard, LRH, is incredibly alluring. Scientology offers a clearly laid out scientific process that helps you to overcome your limitations and realize your full potential for greatness. It is presented as a well-defined path to achieving total spiritual freedom and enlightenment and a full understanding of yourself and others. LRH wrote that the aims of Scientology are a civilization without insanity, without criminals, and without war, where the able can prosper and honest beings can have rights, and where man is free to rise to greater heights. He went on to state, what is true for you is what you have observed yourself, and when you lose that, you have lost everything. As well as, don't take my word that Scientology works or doesn't work. Use it and see for yourself. Take what works and throw away the rest. I, along with many others, found these approaches to be hugely empowering. I was taken with the idea that a deep, systematic, and straightforward wisdom on how to live the best life for myself and the planet could be presented before me in a direct, tangible, and comprehensive way. Through rigorous study and regular counseling, called auditing in Scientology, I could work toward the ultimate goal of going clear, meaning I would no longer be affected by the part of my mind ruled by pain and irrationality. This promise of a higher living and way of thinking drew me in, along with thousands of others who were looking for an alternative to therapy or more traditional self-help. I, like many current Scientologists, was a second-generation practitioner, meaning you were either born into Scientology or brought in by your parents as a child. When you were raised in the church, your